Hello and welcome everyone, Tyrael here, and it is time for me to finish up my How to GoWiWis. This is the one without lightning. Now, I'm doing this without luring. If you want to see what it's like to lure with it, just go ahead and ask, I might make a video on it. But I'm going to go and not lure any of the clan castles. I'm going to deal with them in the middle. And GoWiWi does a very good job of doing that. So really, you don't need a lightning spell. That's one of the reasons I was saying in the previous video, you don't really need a lightning. I prefer the one without the lightning. Even with these balloons up there, it didn't really do much damage. It may have done a fair amount of damage to my golem, but overall it didn't do that much. I'm starting out with a jump first, so I'm going with the 2 rage, 1 jump, 2 freeze. Works pretty well. Again, your free spells really have to be on point for this. You have to get as much as you possibly can. Look at that. If only I had gotten that mortar. If only I had gotten that mortar, it would have been absolutely perfect. Again, that is just a basic point of GoWiWi. You gotta be on point with every freeze spell, or you're going to lose horribly. That is why I actually prefer GoWiPe over GoWiWi. I mean, I'm going to be doing better on these bases than I do with GoWiPe, but in actuality, it's safer to use the GoWiPe than the GoWiWi, because if you screw up your freeze spells, little things like that, you hit a giant bomb, you're done, you're dead, and you have no chance at winning with a GoWiWi unless you already got the Town Hall by that point. So GoWiPe is definitely a lot safer and can be done without heroes. But if you do have your heroes, you're confident with your freeze spells, GoWiWi is the way to go. Now, you kind of have to think about where you want to deploy if you're not bringing a lightning spell. With a lightning spell, you can drop it anywhere. Anywhere that the troops come out, you can drop it. But if the troops are going to be up for a while, like they are without a lightning spell, you're going to want to think about where does it take your troops. You don't want the clan castle to take your troops off to one side or the other, or you're just going to miss the town hall entirely unless you get the 3-star like that. Now, you don't have to worry too much about the clan castle, because obviously you're going to kill it very fast, but things like Valkyries, other witches, if you don't have a lot of witches in that area and stuff like that, can really screw up your attack. And right here, I actually get screwed up. I went ahead, and this is the no jump. I'm just doing one without a jump. I didn't lure, obviously. It's technically still a lure because the clan castle's right there. But those defenses over on the side, especially those Tesla, are going to part my golems. This is why GoWiPe is better. Another reason is because if you lose your golems on a GoWiWi, you're entirely exposed to all the defenses. It's 2 or 3 less targets for those multi-target Inferno towers. You're going to get mortars and expos and wizard towers going after your witches and wizards. But when you have a GoWiPe, those P.E.K.K.A are still going to be up front, provided they went the right direction as well. And they're going to be soaking almost as well as a golem does. But I'm talking about GoWiWi right now. And look at this, a nice wide spread. With GoWiWi, you always want a wide spread. This allows your troops, your skeletons, everything to spread out really far and just sweep. Look at this, sweep exactly across the entire base. It's not like one chunk has been taken out straight towards the town hall. The whole entire base is just being rolled over just like a wave. Now, if the clan castle had been in the core with the town hall instead of whatever else was in there, what I would have done is I would have attacked from the other side. That way, because the clan castle troops are going to be up, I am going to let them pull me in. They're going to be up a lot longer than they would be if I was just using a lightning spell. I would let them pull all of my troops right into the town hall by coming from the opposite side. I am not going to get a 3-star. This is why I prefer a jump. My troops, went the wrong direction, got stuck on walls. With the jump spell, I would have been able to get over it. And the 3rd rage did me a little good, but enough of my troops were dead at that point that really the 3rd rage wasn't as useful as a jump spell. So personally, I like the 2 rage, 1 jump, 2 freeze. Now you're gonna always want to carry at least 2 free spells. If you look at the last video, you'll see why. 1 free spell is not going to cut it. You need to protect those witches and those wizards for a lot longer. Especially when there's multi-target Inferno towers involved. You really want to look for single-target Inferno towers. All your skeletons, if you get them in fast, your witches are all going the right direction, they will soak up those single-target Inferno tower shots. You'll protect your heroes, you'll protect your golems. Really, you don't need to protect witches and wizards from single-target Inferno towers. Most are taking out 1. You gotta watch. This is a very wall breaker-centered attack. Even if you're carrying a jump spell, you want your wall breakers to go as deep as you can possibly get them. Unfortunately, I had to drop a jump spell there, but double freeze, dropping 1 freeze each place, As long as you can get your troops in there fast is good. Unfortunately, my troops didn't get in as fast as I would have liked, but I got lucky. Down over there on the bottom right, my wizards took out the Inferno Tower before it killed my king. Otherwise, this raid might have gone differently. I still would have gotten the 2-star, but I would not have gotten as far as I did, because my king does a lot. Your king is going to do a lot. This is a very hero-centric attack. A GoWiWi is an attack that can rely on the P.E.K.K.A rather than the heroes. That's why you can do it without heroes entirely. But with the GoWiWi, it's a lot tougher to do without heroes. If your heroes die right in the middle of the battle, you're not going to do as well. So without the lightning, it's generally almost exactly the same, but then you get, you know, that jump spell. You don't really get a jump spell if you use a lightning, because you can't drop a rage, then you only have one rage. You can't drop a freeze because you only have one freeze. So with this, it allows you to jump, which will be more likely to get you the 3-star. So I say go without the lightning spell. This is my preferred GoWiWi. No lightning spell. Give you that extra jump spell, because this is all about flowing through the base and washing over it like a wave. And in the end, you will be 3-starring people once you get the hang of it. Before you get the hang of it, or if you don't have your heroes, it might end up in some losses. I know I've lost plenty of them. But in the end, this is the best setup I have found for GoWiWi, and it actually, you know, builds at the same time. It's a long build time, I'll admit that. But it ends up so that everything finishes at the same time. Well, both your dark barracks. And that is what I have to say about GoWiWi without the lightning. Attack from the opposite side. Your witches will take out the enemy clan castle, even if it's a Lavahound or balloons or whatever. Get your heroes in fast, get your wall breakers to the center, jump out of the core if you can. If you cannot jump out of the core, jump into the core, but it's preferred if you jump out of the core, and then watch as you smash that base. You always have to be careful with your freeze spells. Lay them down, hit as much as you can. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Tyrael, out.